Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into an ancient text absolutely bursting with magical airlifts, celestial landscapes, and the ultimate search for sanctuary. We'll be exploring a fascinating excerpt from the Mahabharata, which is one of the great epics of ancient India. It's this incredible text that perfectly blends high-stakes, mythic action with, well, deeply human moments of vulnerability, and honestly, a profound need for just a little bit of rest.
I mean, we've all hit that wall of physical exhaustion, right? You know the exact feeling. Your legs feel like lead, the path ahead looks impossibly long, and you literally just want someone to pick you up and carry you the rest of the way. Well, today's source material starts exactly there, with a deeply relatable, physical human problem. Our heroes, the Pandavas, are on a grueling trek and they have completely hit their limit.
Section 1. Exhaustion and the Request.
So, let's look at the catalyst for this epic journey. The scene opens with Yudhishthira, the eldest of the Pandava brothers, making a really crucial executive decision. His wife, Draupadi, who, by the way, is referred to as Krishna in this specific translation of the text, is completely drained from the journey. They're trying to reach the mountain of Gandhamadana unhurt. So Yudhishthira turns to his immensely strong brother Bhima and asks him to call upon his son Ghatotkacha. Now, Ghatotkacha is a Rakshasa chief, meaning he's a powerful being capable of magic and flight. The request is simple but super urgent. This thy mother hath been sorely tired. Do thou therefore, O ranger of the skies, carry her.
Ghatotkacha's response is just an absolute flex. It's basically the ancient equivalent of a devoted son providing the ultimate VIP rideshare service. He doesn't just agree to carry Draupadi, he confidently declares that he could carry the entire royal party all by himself if he had to. He says, even single-handed, I am able to carry Yudhishthira the Just and Krishna and the twins. And since he has hundreds of other heroic Rakshasas capable of flying and shapeshifting with him, well, this is going to be an absolute breeze.
Section 2. The Rakshasa Airlift.
Okay, let's see how the logistics are settled for this incredible action sequence. The source text breaks down this massive aerial departure step by step. First, Ghatotkacha gently lifts Draupadi to his shoulders. And notice the care here. They adopt a course not far overhead, specifically so they don't make her uneasy or dizzy. It's actually a remarkably tender detail right in the middle of this grand display of power. Then the other Rakshasas scoop up the Pandava brothers and the accompanying Brahmanas. Finally, the sage Lomasa doesn't even need a lift. He just flies alongside them using his own native energy, glowing, as the text says, like unto a second sun. Just like that, everyone is swiftly scooped up for a smooth flight.
Section 3. A journey through the skies.
The pacing completely changes now as they soar over the earth at just unbelievable speeds. The text maps out a literal flight path, collapsing what would be a brutal, agonizing hike into a rapid, magical aerial tour. It explicitly notes that the heroes passed over long, extending ways quickly, as if over short ones. Time and space are essentially compressed by the magic of their carriers. They're blasting past regions and landmarks that would honestly take mortals lifetimes to traverse.
Looking down, the text gives us this dizzying, visually rich list of what they pass over. It's a lush, vibrant world teeming with life. They fly over lands containing mines of diverse gems and hillocks filled with mythological beings, the Vidyadas, Kunadas, and Gandharvas, who are essentially celestial musicians and nature spirits. The ground below is this incredible tapestry of wildlife: peacocks, bears, apes, buffaloes, and beautiful elephants, all intersected by a sparkling network of rivulets. It is an absolute feast for the senses, viewed from the ultimate vantage point.
Section 4. The Celestial Hermitage.
After soaring past Mount Kailasa, the frantic energy of the flight slows way down as they finally reach their destination. Their first marker of true safety is a massive, beautiful jujube tree. The text actually pauses to lavish description on this tree, and for good reason. It represents immediate, much-needed relief. It provides fresh, deep, cooling shade with its gigantic boughs. It has soft, sleek foliage and bears holy fruits that literally drop honey. But my absolute favorite detail from the source text? It grows at a spot devoid of mosquitoes and gadflies. I mean, even in an ancient epic, true paradise is defined by the absence of biting bugs. It's a perfectly cool, healthful, and beautiful refuge.
So the really crucial point here is this intense thematic contrast. On the road, they were constantly plagued by the mortal journey. We're talking hunger, thirst, heat, cold, fatigue, and gloom. But the moment they gently alight from the Rakshasas' shoulders and step into the hermitage of Nara and Narayana, all of that vanishes. The hermitage is explicitly described as devoid of gloom, untouched by the solar rays, meaning it's perfectly temperature-controlled and removing all sorrow. They quite literally drop their physical mortal burdens the second they step into this sacred space.
Section 5. Life in Paradise.
Let's dive a bit deeper into the sensory language of the text to see what this utopian sanctuary actually looks and feels like for our weary travelers. The descriptions here are just meant to be completely soothing. The air is echoing with the gentle chanting of the Vedas and smells of heavenly odors. The grounds are impeccably swept, shining with celestial blossoms and altars of sacrificial fire. They're joyfully welcomed by great sages clad in black deerskins, whose souls are magnified by asceticism. These sages immediately offer them clean water, flowers, and roots. And just nearby is the river Bhagirathi, which isn't just any river, it has stairs literally made of rubies and corals, adorned with fresh lotuses. Talk about a place of unbelievable, quiet opulence.
Ultimately, this explainer shows us the ancient vision of a perfect human respite. After purifying themselves in that ruby-starred river, the Pandavas settle into a life of quiet rhythm. They reside with the Brahmanas, offer oblations, practice meditation, and just take pleasure in exploring the beautiful, blossom-heavy woods. The text tells us they felt pure delight and lived happily with joy. It is a beautifully fragrant, heavenly place where the mind and body can finally rest, heal, and find absolute peace after a long period of intense hardship.
You know, this source text isn't just about ancient magic. It really taps into a universal human desire for a pain-free haven. We all have our own grueling journeys, right? Our own moments of complete exhaustion where we just need to be carried for a bit. The story leaves us to wonder, where do we go to find our own celestial hermitage in the modern world? What is that place for you that removes all sorrow, offers deep shade, and, yes, is entirely devoid of mosquitoes? It's definitely something to think about as you seek your own respite. Thank you for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.